Hello everybody, this is the introverted comedian. Welcome back to some more Conan Exiles gameplay in the Exiled lands. So, during the last episode I got myself named thrall fighter, Tugra. He is quite strong, but as you can see, compared to some others, he doesn't really have that much HP. He can deal plenty of damage though, so that's very good. And also a good fact is that he can actually get leveled up very fast. Now, I do have some medium armor on him, but I'm not quite happy with that. So before I actually do anything else, I will have to raise his level a bit. I will have to get him some better armor. Let me just get rid of a couple of things over here. So I was lucky, as you can see. I even got some crafters during the last episode, which is going to be quite helpful. I even got myself a Sunstorm breeding mask, which again is going to be very helpful. Now, before actually getting that armor, I want to see if I can get myself the improved armorer's bench. It looks like first I have to unlock it. I did level up a little bit lately and I forgot to actually do this. Okay, so I will also unlock these, the Savage Armors. Now, they're not, some of them are not extraordinary. When it comes to the Dafari set, you can actually get the pieces by killing Dafaris. The Cambodian set, Shaman set, is honestly not that amazing, but the Hyperborean Slaver set is actually one of the best you can have for your thralls. So now that I've unlocked it, I need to see exactly what I need to make them. Okay, so it looks like it's going to need plenty of fur, some iron, some more fur. So I need to get my hands on some more fur. I can easily do that nearby from where I am. There's usually some fur in a loot chest. Let's see what else I have over here. So why I went for this set is because there are a couple of other sets of heavy armor that give strength damage bonus, like this one, the Pictish War Chief. The main issue with this one is the fact that it is a DLC. I am a little bit tempted on getting it, but I'll try to see if I can manage to do something with that Hyperborean Slaver. Okay. Now, before I actually try that, as I said, I do want to check if I can get the improved armorer's bench. It's going to be quite tight. I'm a bit annoyed, to be honest. The reason why I want to get it, and I will show you in a second. So as you can see, it's not only better looking than the standard one, but when it comes to the items, not only it will craft them faster, but as you can see, there are some resource costs, especially to what I want right now. And when you go to this one, the resource costs drop quite a bit, which actually makes it easier. So I'll just take this one, replace it over here, and now I can actually craft armor. I'll see exactly how many pieces I can do. And another advantage when it comes to the improved armor bench is that you have more slots in its inventory. So that's quite good. So first things first, I will need 5 heavy paddings. I do need some extra food. Okay, so the paddings are nearly done. Now, the highest level of armor, the highest value of armor comes from the waist guard. Then from this one, I'll get one of these, and I will need some more bits of fur. As I said, that can be solved. Now, in order to get that fur, I need to visit some NPCs in the neighborhood. Let's see if my friend over here has plenty of food. Okay, so I can actually equip these on him. As you can see, his armor increased by quite a lot. Now, in my case, I am using standard heavy set of armor, and the main reason for doing that is the bonus that I'm getting, the increased carrying capacity. Since my thrall doesn't actually need that, he is doing quite well with the bonus in strength weapon damage. Not to mention he will get some extra protection. Okay, so as I said, I will quickly try to deal with some enemies in the area, and hopefully I will be able to find some fur. There's usually a loot chest over here containing some fur or some pelts or hides. It's not a guaranteed drop, but there is a chance, so why not take it? Okay, so I've been doing this in the previous episodes as well. If you want to deal with these guys more efficiently,
stop!
You should aim at making that guy following you. If they do fight both at the same time, you might get into trouble. Okay, so I actually want this one as a thrall. I just hope mine doesn't kill it first.
I will drink your blood.
And he did it. Yeah, so there used to be, before they actually changed this, there used to be a command to actually stop your thrall. Unfortunately, it isn't here anymore. and it's quite disappointing. A tier 3 armorer this early in the game would have been nice, but hey, I was here mainly for that fur. Sadly, I didn't get any. Oh, I might as well leave my follower somewhere around and try it again. I can't believe that command isn't here anymore. Basically, it was quite simple to do it. Just like I'm ordering him to move. It was this. Now, when it comes to defending, you will go to that location and defend. The main issue is that once I get attacked, and I will get attacked when I'm trying to knock down someone, is that he will start to defend me again. So, that's not a good one. Okay, now usually when you're playing single player, once you go quite far from the camp, the NPCs will respawn. This is basically one of the advantages of playing single player. When you go on official servers online, or if you want to change the settings, of course, you will find yourself in a bit trouble. So I'm gonna leave this guy over here. As long as he doesn't see me get hurt, then he won't interfere. So this guy is a fighter, so he actually came quite close to me. Now let's see, maybe I'm lucky to get another decent crafter. Well, tier 3 cook is not so bad either. This might actually give me the chance to build a stove. I wasn't really planning yet, but if you get lemons, you can make lemonade. So I did get some fur, unfortunately not too much. As you can see, you can actually get some iron tools from these guys, some hunting bow, something else, which is not so bad, to be fair. Now the reason why I'm trying to take the fur from these guys is because in case I want to get it myself, I need to run all the way up to this area. So, in order to save some time and also get some thralls, I can farm this location. Okay, so once again, if you have a wheel of pain, you just need to drag the unconscious victim over here, have some food in it, preferably gruel, because it doesn't really take many resources to make, and then you can wait for your new thrall to be ready. Now, let's see. I think I need to unlock the stove knowledge. I wasn't interested in it yet, but it is available right now. So I might as well make use of it. Now let's see what else I can unlock. So basically, when you're unlocking new knowledge, you can either go by these categories, or you can just simply go to the last one and pick whatever suits you the best. There are some things that I'm skipping, like these, which are not useful for me. So let's see. Yeah, so basically at the moment nothing is actually helping me that much. Maybe this one a little bit. This one could also be helpful, and that's it. Okay, let's see what exactly do we need for that stove. Oh, that's 50 iron reinforcements, and I don't have them. But I can make them. Okay, so I think there is a chance that I can finally make that piece of armor. And indeed I can, so apparently it was enough. I'll leave this one here just in case, and the rest of them can go to the tanning process. So for the moment I'm not using any arrows. I will use them at some point once I get my hands on these warbs. Speaking of these, I do need to unlock some more knowledge. I don't know if I have the points. Basically, when it comes to arrows, if you come over here, you'll see that you have the iron head arrows. Then you've got light arrows, ivory arrows as special ammunition. You've got some steel, blunted arrows, and these are actually the ones I'm after. It looks like I'm just in time because I only need to level up once, get them. And mainly the one I'm after is the noxious gas arrow, which basically needs an iron head arrow and one of them gaseous orbs. They actually deal plenty of damage to enemies, especially if you're going after multiple enemies. Okay, let's see. These stay over here. And this one stays over here. Now, one of the things I did during the last episode is make a mini camp over here for farming thralls, where I got this guy. That's Tugra's stand. And the reason why I want to go back there again is because right now there's also an event. You can actually get some thralls quite easy. My advice is that if you can do it, take as much as possible time to get the things from the event. Basically, you need to knock down some sorcerers. Once you do that, you will get some coins called ancient obelus, and with those coins you can actually buy thralls, or you can use them for some special equipment or special recipes. So while I'm in the area, I can actually farm some experience both for myself and my follower. There will be plenty of these guys, the rock noses. So it's a good chance to unlock some more knowledge. And of course those new arrows.
I will feast upon you!
So right now this guy isn't really that strong, so just going to help him a little bit. One of the reasons he's not very strong is the fact that I lack authority points. I didn't really invest any attribute points in authority, so it makes him a little bit weaker. So this is basically the event I was talking about. Now you can also get some currency for them by bringing sorcerer heads. Basically, if you kill any sorcerers or something like that and you take their heads, you can simply pop them into this cauldron and you will get some rewards. But the main reward comes from actually taking live ones. Now, I did it in the previous episode. I will do it again in a couple of minutes. First, I want to clear out some rock noses in this area. As I said, once you get yourself some steel weapons, especially what I have now, perfected steel weapons, you can farm plenty of experience from these guys. As you can see, this follower of mine is actually dealing with them quite easily.
Your heart will be eaten!
And it appears they are good at dealing damage though. So I don't know when they got this strong. They didn't deal that much damage before, but sometimes the updates are working strange ways. Although to be fair, it's not they're not that weak, so they should be dealing a little bit of damage. So basically there's quite a few of them over here, as you can see, 2 of them over there, a couple more over here. Now if you are end of game and you already have armor but you have some neutral that you want to raise, then you can just come over here. It looks like this guy is close to getting his first perk. That's a very good thing. Okay, so now because I actually need to do some farming by myself when it comes to the sorcerers and everyone else, I will have my friend stand over here. I already have another one like him that was converted into my troll. Okay, let's take care of this one. And as I was saying, This is your main target, the sorcerers. We just need some bindings. Find them. And bring them over here. And there we go. Have your rewards. This was the currency that I was telling you about earlier, which is quite valuable. Now, in order to use it, you can interact with this guy. He will sell you a combatant, a fighter thrall. Now, as far as I know, usually it's supposed to be an archer or fighter, but I think it also gets taskmasters or dancers. Not 100% sure, I don't remember. The first time the event was here was long time ago. Or a worker, usually that's a crafter. Then you have this guy that will sell you supply materials. Basically, there are some boxes with various materials. Sometimes it can be something really good, sometimes not the best. Or as you can see over here, you got some special items like armor schematics, armor pieces. These are actually legendary items, so you might want to save for them. As you can see, they don't come in cheap. So yeah, still I am aiming to get them. Now there should be a second sorcerer in this camp.
I go to the great feast.
First I want to get rid of some other members of the camp. There's a couple of archers. So now I don't really need that, but I do need a sorcerer. See? Okay, so this one is actually quite tough. I think I know why.
I will feast upon you.
Might as well kill it. Yeah, so when you have a higher tier, like this one, they might actually have some steel weapons. And you can still do something about it. You can take their head, their skull, and bring it over here. Yeah, so as you can see, unfortunately, the skull is not worth that much. It's basically only 10% out of what you could get for a live one. So that's not necessarily to your advantage. It's actually quite bad. Now, since I am over here, I might as well get this another 2 graph ready. As I mentioned before, here at Tugra stand, just like there are a couple of other places around the map, you will have a named fighter, this guy called Tugra, spawning all the time. So basically you just need to get here and try not to die. As you can see, he can be brutal.
drink your blood.
Now, the higher the tier of an enemy, especially for these with that yellow bar, the tier 4 ones, the harder it will be to knock them down.
Heart will be eaten.
This is why I actually waited until I got myself an iron truncheon. It's even better if you get an improved version of the truncheon.
Your heart will be eaten.
It will deal a lot more concussive damage.
I will drink your blood.
Okay, so this guy is out. He can join me over here. Now, honestly, I wasn't expecting to get that much damage dealt to myself, so I need to go back to my main camp for a little bit. Actually get some aloe extracts. I can take that Tugra back. This guy can also come with me. I also need to fix this, because if it loses durability, it won't be good anymore. Same goes for the rawhide bindings. So, yeah. Usually, if you're planning to stay in a place for a long time or farm a little bit, thralls or something like that, away from your main camp, my advice would be to get at least 10, 20 maybe extra aloe extracts with you. In fact, I just remembered that I'm now able to get the concentrated version. Now this one is going to be a little bit tricky. If you do the event, basically if you trade in the sorcerers, you can get some alchemical base, and once you get that, you can actually craft them potions. Concentrated aloe extract. Okay, so meanwhile it looks like the cook is ready. I won't be using her just yet because there's no place for her. Just gonna drop her in here. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so the concentrated aloe extract needs a lot of leaves and alchemical base. It's good because it's only one alchemical base, which makes it easier. Now I just want to take a quick look at my new Tugra. The reason why I want to take a look is because each individual has different growth chances when it comes to their attributes. So I'm looking for one that has a higher chance of increasing their strength and vitality. And this one is quite good. Basically, he's good in all aspects. So at some point I am going to replace them. Okay, now let's see. So I will have to fix that sickle because it's nearly out of durability. Let's see if I can actually fix this one, and I can. And this one, perfect. Okay, now fortunately the area I've chosen to make my base, which is over here, has plenty of them aloe plants. So basically I need around 20 of those concentrated aloe extracts, which means around 600 leaves. Now if you want to stock up on them, since you don't actually have to do anything, you can just let the crafting bench do it for you. You might as well get even more. Okay, so that's actually 600, the amount I needed. If I need more later on, then I can simply pop on over here and get them. Yeah, so basically, as you can see, there's different versions of the aloe extract. Have the weak one, have the normal one, concentrated one, and there's going to be two other versions. If you want to have more information about those, I do have some previously made videos from some time ago, so you can take a look at them and they will tell you exactly how you can obtain, how you can unlock those other versions. Okay, so now I have 10 of these, which is perfect. This one is fixed, this one is fixed, might as well fix this one. And now I can go back. Oh, I just remembered I do need an extra thing. One of these. Because usually if I get thirsty, I need to go from here to the river. This way I can just eliminate this. So basically, now while I'm searching for new thralls, I am also going to farm those sorcerers, because they are a good way of unlocking some useful items, or even buying some different trolls. So I'm going to farm the rock noses some more. So basically, as you can see, one of the main advantages when fighting multiple opponents and having a troll is that they will start keeping some of them busy, and this way you can avoid taking too much damage. If you just need to attack some NPC camp like these two over here, and you just want to kill them and loot them, then you can take your troll with you. You will surely enjoy leveling up. In my case, I want to knock them down, so I just have to let him stay here. Okay, so I got my sorcerer, I don't need anything else. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is that it doesn't really matter the tier of the sorcerer. I think the only difference is if you can actually get a named one, you might get better rewards. Otherwise, if it's tier 1 to tier 3, you'll only get 50 of these and various other resources. Now, before I go at the top, I might as well visit the rock noses. Because if I can actually get a level up, I will invest my attributes in authority. And when you do that, your concussive damage, the ability of knocking down opponents, increases a bit. Yeah, so from the looks of it, I should actually be able to level up.
I will drink your blood. I will feast upon you.
Okay, so sometimes, unfortunately, the game will decide to have some bugs and your follower might end up in the ground. Now he's alive again.
Yark will have your soul.
So, follower leveled up. Now it's my turn. Exiled will kill this one too. Speed me up to get the experience. Okay, so my friend over here managed to level up to 10. And he actually got a decent perk, as you can see. Level 10, 15 and 20. Your thralls will get perks. Some of them will act. Basically, they're supposed to be bonuses, but from time to time, there are some of these perks that will give them a lot of agility, but take away some of their vitality, or take some of their agility and increase their vitality a lot, depending on how you want to build them. That might be helpful or not. So yeah, this is something that comes at random. There is, however, during the last year there were some updates, and there is an elixir which actually allows you to re-roll or randomly change those perks. It is quite useful, to be honest. Okay, stay here, my friend. Let's see if these guys revive. And they did. Whoa. Yeah, so the thing about these sorcerers is that sometimes they will have steel weapons. And even if you have heavy armor like I do right now, it might prove to be not enough. Okie dokie, that one's dead. Now, I did gain quite a few of these, which is good. Let's not forget to invest those authority points. And let's check what else I can unlock. Okay, so I can actually go for these. Now when it comes to this part, weaponsmith, apprentice weaponsmith and master weaponsmith, it will actually give you some improvements for weapons or tools. They are quite helpful. Like for the moment, this one is a little bit improved, this one as well. So this one deals more concussive damage, this one harvests by 1 extra. But the better the improvement, the better the increase will be, the higher the increase will be. Okay, come on, mister, get over here. When you're sitting there on the ledge, you really want to be careful. Sometimes you might actually slip from it. Come on, just follow me a little bit. Okay, so I actually need both of these. This is a named carpenter. I actually feel very lucky for finding her.
I will drink your blood.
Thank you very much for spawning here. Yeah, so basically I think there's like 1% chance of them spawning the named ones. And they are really helpful. This one is a Fletcher, so she's a carpenter. Basically, when I am crafting bows, they will give extra damage once a carpenter is in. But when you have a named carpenter, it gives you a big increase in damage, a big increase in durability. Not to mention, it also speeds up the process, and that's always kind of a good thing. Okay, so let's not forget about my friend the sorcerer. Hello, how are you? Okay, this was quite easy, to be fair. So this is why I said basically if they're a lower tier, even though they're giving you the same 50 ancient obelisks, they will be easier to knock down. Okay, let me take a look. I actually wanted something. Basically at the moment I am going for 2 items. This one, the Dead Woman's Tresses, and that truncheon. Basically they're legendary items and they should replace this one and this one, making it a lot easier for me to knock down opponents. Now I might as well get another 2 gram. You don't really need to farm this guy all the time if you don't feel like it. The reason why I'm trying to get a couple of them is because you can later on turn them into a real army. As I said, they do have something really nice about them, and that's the fact that you can quickly level them up. They don't require as much experience as a tier 4 fighter from another faction requires. So if you're going to do some killing around or some special events or dungeons,
I will feast upon you.
then you can easily go with these guys.
Your heart will be eaten.
Okay, thank you for joining us, Mr. Tugra. So I'm actually very happy about this one. It's quite hard to find them. I know I was quite lucky to get this one now, and I got a tanner in the previous episode. Again, means quite a lot. Okay, so let's see. Now, unfortunately, these guys did not respawn just yet. There are a few of them over here, but not the ones I need. So I'll just have to go to another place. So I've already uncovered this one close by. So pretty soon I'm gonna have to go for a major Dafari Exile, Dafari cannibal camp, which is inside those mountains. That one is going to be quite tricky. So I'm planning to at least get that truncheon, that legendary truncheon from the event. Okay, so when you're dealing with camps like this, usually it's going to be a fighter and an archer over here, or it can be two fighters, or it can be two archers.
Yarg, what was that?
If you don't need one of them, then you can just kill both without caring. After all, now I'm just looking for some crafters. Let's see. Yeah, so as I said, they do drop the Dafari masks or any other Dafari armor pieces, which is quite useful. If you're a new player and you don't want to craft your own armor, you can come here and farm these guys. Yeah, so in order to deal with the rest of the camp, you can actually drag them outside. Okay, so this guy is a slaver, but he's only tier 1. I already have one tier 1, so I don't need it. That
Feast.
sorcerer. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Yeah, so basically you shouldn't rely that much if you're a new player or you plan to play in the future. You shouldn't actually rely on this event. It's not always here. You cannot always buy these items, or you cannot buy thralls. But if there is an event, my advice is try to use it fully, because otherwise it's kind of hard to get some of these things. Okay, so now I have 255. I need one more sorcerer, and I should be able to get that truncheon.
I go to the great feast.
Yoo-hoo. Yup. Okay. Perfect. Now I have my 300 ancient obulus. So it's time to get that upgrade. So I actually made a mistake. This one costs 500. Okay, now that's a lot. So it looks like I need to do more saving, which means going back to hunting sorcerers.
I will destroy you! Backflash!
Come on, just follow me. Perfect. So I really hate these tier 3 ones. Those attacks of theirs are quite annoying. Yeah, so there we go. This is the reason why you actually need a bedroll close by. I was 100% sure I will be able to knock her down. But hey, c'est la vie. Yeah, so fortunately, if you do have a bedroll and it's close by to the place where you're farming things, you can just quickly go to your corpse. So these guys will still be dead. You just need to interact with this. Don't forget to get back your armor. Come on already. And now that's much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting close to the actual thing. Now I do want to try something. Over here there's another camp. If I remember well, they might not have a sorcerer, but they should have a crafter. So who knows, maybe I'm lucky enough to find one that's tier 3 or tier 4. Yeah, so basically that one is their, let's call it capital, the main location of the Dafari cannibals. But they have quite a few other small ones. Small settlements, including this one where you can find the lovely ostriches. And over here you can actually collect some eggs. These can be used to cook. No, I'm not here for that. I'm here to see if I can find a crafter.
God, what was that?
Let's see. Fighter, not good.
I will feast upon you.
Okay. So apparently these guys are keen on damaging me. Starting to wonder if their armor is actually effective, because I'm taking quite a lot of damage over here. These guys are the weakest faction. Hello.
I go to the great feast.
Yeah, so there's no crafters, but you can loot a couple of things from here apparently. Not very useful though. So I think there's another fighter and one more fighter over there in the distance for this camp. Yeah, so I'll try a short visit over here at the summoning place. As I said, this one is quite dangerous. Not necessarily because they're strong, because they aren't, but because there's a lot of them. So if you just march in without being careful about it, you might end up as cannibal food. Okay, so I really didn't want to get into this. Usually there's some guards over here and things like that. And there's 2 of them or more over here, more of them over there. I was wondering why there aren't any. And now I know. It's because of this. This is a special event basically. And okay. They usually cancel the population in the area. They might be useful though, as you could see. I did find some silver bar. You will gain corruption. Still, it's not that much. Yeah. So basically when it comes to this event, as you can see, there's a sorcerer over there in the middle. Some annoying skeletons all over. Fortunately, they do drop quite some nice things, so make sure to loot them. It's not that hard to deal with the event, especially counter that I've said. Just need to smash these. Yeah, so what it says now, gaining corruption, I mentioned this earlier in one of the episodes. Basically you will have that corruption affecting you permanently unless you get to an entertainer. I already have a dancer, I think, or a performer. So once I get back to my camp, I can actually deal with this. These guys don't kill me first. So there are quite a few valuables you can take from them. See? The good thing about skeletons is that if you have a mace, you will be able to have them meet their maker soon. Whoa. Okay, so I have no idea where exactly they're popping out from. Basically, they're supposed to be related to those totems that I'm smashing. Okay, just let me smash this. I just hope the boss in the middle is not too strong. Let's see. I don't remember if I can actually knock her down. Whoa! Now that's a lot of them. See? Okay, so this is not definitely someone I want to knock down. Not with this gear. So I can deal with the skeletons. Not sure I can deal with that seneschal. So as you can see, even though they're weak individually, when you're fighting more of them, they can be quite annoying. Now, hopefully they won't respawn. Might as well loot them of what they have nice on them. Okay, and let's test this lady. Maybe we can actually knock her down. Okay, so you cannot knock her down. She actually has to die. Fortunately, she is a Dafari, so she doesn't have that much HP. And the name of the counter apparently is Grave Matters. I'm kind of disappointed of what she dropped. Okay, these are good. Make sure if you meet skeletons, because now they're actually dropping quite useful things. If you take them down, make sure to look at what they have. Some of these things are quite hard to get, like the raw ash or the frost lotus powder, especially this early in the game. Again, don't forget to always have aloe extract with you. As you could see, they actually saved my life. Hello. Yeah, so basically the summoning place, as you can see, it is marked in a different color. That's why I was referring to it as the capital of the Dafari tribe, the Dafari cannibals. And, It is the place where you can find the most of them. You can unlock some knowledges, and more than that, you can usually find a few named thralls. Hello my friend, follow me. Yeah, so right now I'm going to get some more experience points from these guys. Now, let's not forget to invest in this, because now my follower will be able to deal a little bit more damage.
Your heart will be eaten.
So basically, when it comes to Conan Exiles, the grinding won't just stop at resources. It's going to carry on to thrall farming or experience farming. Locally, when it comes to your character leveling up, if you're playing in single player and with the easy settings, you can reach that level 60 quite easily. But when it comes to your followers, they still need plenty of battles in order to reach level 20, which is the highest when it comes to them. Step by step you will get there. Okay, so I know this guy what I'm going to do next, which means he can stay here. Yeah, so another tip when I was struggling with that encounter over here, like at the end of it, when all those skeletons and the boss of that encounter came after me, if you end up in that situation and you do have, like I have a bedroll quite close to it, my advice is run far from where they usually spawn. Run to an edge or something like that. If you still want to fight them, they will follow you and you can make sure they aggro on you. But in case you die, if you're over here instead of in the center where they initially spawned, then your corpse will remain here, they will return there, and you can easily come from here, recover your values, and then go back to fighting. That's why it's important not to be a hero and just actually use the game mechanics to your advantage. Stop. killing me.
Go to the great feast.
Okay, so I'm actually doing quite well. I'm close to those 500 coins, which means I can finally get what I needed. Okay, I might as well send everything in there. I don't really need these things with me. Okay. I just need to this camp a little bit. And then hopefully knock down that sorcerer.
I see prey.
I really think this archer is annoying over here. Basically, they should follow you quite a little bit. This one is not doing its job.
Prey comes to us.
Okay. Now I actually want to knock these guys down. That was one. This one is going to be tricky because those onyards she's using are made of steel.
Have your soul.
She does plenty of damage with them. Let's see. Okay, so I can actually block them. And I can test to see if I will get an increased reward from a named tier 4 sorcerer. And I'm quite disappointed. I was hoping I might get at least double, but I'm getting the same amount. This is not necessarily bad, although if I knew from the start, I would have turned her into one of my thralls. Okay, so I think, yep, it's time to get myself a legendary truncheon. Not you. Okay. So basically, if you take a look at them, it's not necessarily something incredible, but this one does shield smash, and actually you can see it's a legendary one. More than that, the durability is quite high, has 3000 hits, while this one I think usually has around 200 something. So, well, it's worth it. On the other hand, I prefer not to use it just now. As I mentioned earlier, there are some improvements to both weapons and armor. And you can unlock them with these: Apprentice Weaponsmith and Weaponsmith. Basically, it's the third one on the right side, the blunted weapon fitting. And once you equip that one on one of your weapons, it will improve, well, basically on one of your truncheons, it will improve the concussive damage, which means you'll be able to knock down thralls a lot faster. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Or in fact, I do need to visit my camp, my main camp, for a little bit, so I can actually go and do that. So first I will take these guys from here, and whatever it is valuable, might as well take that one. Follow me, mate. Yeah, I can actually get some more of those, because apparently I do need them, whether I like it or not. Yeah, so to be honest, I am very disappointed in this armor that I'm wearing. It's quite nice because you get that extra carrying capacity, but I'm still getting quite easily damaged on the easiest difficulty level by the easiest faction of NPCs, so that's a bit worrying, to be fair. Hello, my friend. Donate some experience, please. So once again, I have to say I love these guys. The rock noses, they might be annoying in the beginning of the game when you can't really damage them. You get some steel maces. The experience they give you is quite nice. Bye bye. Yeah, so as you can see, my base stamina and base health were affected earlier by gaining corruption during that counter. And I did mention that if you have a performer, a dancer, or an entertainer like this guy over here, then you can just come next to them. You will get that entertain bonus, and they will remove all that corruption, making your stats go back to normal. My friend, come over here. You can stay over here. Yes. So basically, as I said, I did have a normal carpenter. The only thing it did, it added this splitting wood. Basically, it could turn wood into branches. If you have this guy, tier 4, I think it also applies for tier 3. Once you get him over here, you will be able to make wood out of branches, which is not bad. It's not something extraordinary, but basically when you're using your hatchet to get wood, you will also get branches. So if you don't really need the branches or you need some smaller quantities, you can just then reform them into wood. Now let's see, I said I do need one of these, so I need some steel bars. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, so another thing about alchemists and alchemy is that you can start brewing some elixirs. And depending on the elixir, you will get some bonuses. This one, for example, will increase your carrying capacity. This one will give you more strength. This one will give you more agility, more armor, increase your vitality. And this one is my favorite, the Tears of Gula. And it will increase the damage done by your followers. Speaking of followers, I did get more of these guys, so it's time to actually test them. Well, not necessarily test them, but see what their stats are. As I said, they do begin with the same thing, but they have different chances. This one, for example, is actually quite sad. It has that 100% growth chance in agility, very low chances in increasing strength and vitality, and that's what I'm usually after. This one is quite decent when it comes to vitality, but quite low when it comes to strength. So up till now, this one is basically one who is better balanced. The one I'm already raising is quite a disaster when it comes to vitality. So yeah, this is one of the reasons why you actually want to farm certain thralls, even if they're named, if you can farm them, and if you want to have them around, then yeah, you need to get some that actually have the growth chance and attributes that you need. Otherwise, you'll just be disappointed. Okay, let me see. I was going to actually do something over here, and yeah, I remembered. Basically, you can use the puffball mushrooms to produce these. Now, in order to actually do that, I will need a casting table. Which is this. apparently I need more wood. Now I just need to remember where exactly I left my hatchet. Okay, so these going here, these going here. Yeah, so as I said, that event was quite good when it comes to this. I got quite a lot of silver bars. They will be very useful later. Now I do need to melt these, because I will also need those later. So basically when it comes to the casting table, the reason why you need it is to actually cast some moldings. I'll just pop it over here. As I said, this is not going to stay forever as my base. And yeah, you can use this one, the mold for glass flasks. You can use for other things as well, anklet or bracelet, or coins, earrings or circlets. At the moment I'm just interested in this one. Yeah, so basically you will find those crystals, some caves, or you will sometimes get them when you are mining ironstone. And once you melt 3 of them, if I remember well, yeah, 3 of them will actually get you a glass flask. So then I can use the glass flask to fill in with water, and then with this. Now speaking of that, I did level up, so now I can finally unlock some special arrows. It's these noxious gas arrows. Yeah, so if you want, you can manually craft this one and then craft this one, or you can simply craft this one, and that will be it. And now you can take that warp, add it over here. Later, when you get some feathers, you can actually make noxious gas arrows. Yeah, so basically this is it for this episode. I was able to get some more grass, I was able to craft a little bit, I was able to actually get this, the tiger's truncheon. I can actually improve it, so I will be able to use it later. It does look quite different, a little bit short, but it will surely knock down enemies a lot faster, which is helpful. So until next time, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you during the next episode. Bye bye.